2024 KLX 300 in the battle gray. I love this new color, especially with the silver engine. I was not a fan of the previous 300s and the color schemes with that silver. I like the old blacked out engine. Let's go over what's new. So obviously the headlight, everybody sees that, but check this out. It's LED and it's two-piece. It's bright. Nice job. However, I'm not a fan of the new look. I can get over that though. And it's smaller. The old one had that cowl that covered this. Not a big deal. They went back to the retro two-color seat. The camo one gets this black and gray too. I think that looks outstanding. And check this out. This is an extra piece of the fender, which is a hard plastic. Seemed like it'd be very scuff resistant if you're the type of guy that crashes a little bit. We all do. But check this out. This is such a good... Finally, they got rid of that two-piece rear fender. That was an extra piece out here, and then this conglomeration was way out here. This actually looks pretty clean. It's tucked in. I don't feel the need to do a tail tidy on this. It's going to be a bro. Like my old ones, chop that. Mount the plate there. The plate's actually at an angle, so when your fat ass compresses the suspension, your plate isn't going to hit and lose it. Be careful, though. There's plate light on there, and they did tuck that away into a different little housing on there. Track that down and disconnect that properly. They did not bring back the helmet lock. I don't know why I'm mad. I've never, ever used it, but now I'm mad. I wanted it. Another cool design is the radiator fan. So they put this into a downspout now. Instead of blowing it right in your nuts, they blow this to the ground. Lots of little stuff. I know the price went up $300, but everything is because of politics. We'll leave it at that. I got this for under $6,800 out the door. That's tax, title, license plate, MSRP of $61.99. So I don't think these are going to be around in spring. I think a lot of people are going to be after these, and I've seen people paying over $7,500 last year when the MSRP was $300 lower. I think that's going to be an issue, so that's why I didn't wait till spring. Here's another thing. If you're looking at these, check out your local small dealers first. That's where I saved so much money. Don't go to them big chains. They're almost always, it's $1,700, $1,800 more out the door all the time. And they're such jackwads. I can't stand them dealers. Here's one thing. So after coming off completely modded DRZ, I got on this and it was a shock because it felt so powerless. But you have to remember, these motors take a couple hundred miles to break in properly. They're going to feel grainy and not much at first. I think it was like 300-400 miles on my last two, and then you feel the motor kind of free up. Revs quicker, pulls a little harder, runs smoother in the lower RPMs. So, and if I were you, I would pull the snorkel out immediately and not do the whole air lid until you do either tuner or O2 delete. I'll get into that some other time. No need to do that. So I pulled my pegs, bar risers, tusk rack off of my 18 when I sold it 2 months ago. So that's all going to go on here. And I'm a big fan of these D605s. These are my favorite tires. So this bike literally needs nothing for me. I'm just going through the break-in right now, which is hard to do. I'm going to throw that other stuff on this week, and then I'll do a video of that too. Let me know if you got any other questions. So if you've had one of these before, here's some quirks that got me. These hardware is different looking, and I don't remember. This was always 8 mil. Why is that an Allen head now? If you're changing one, you're changing both. These mirrors, kind of like it. They're beefier, thicker. It's hard plastic instead of that metal now. And this brake line, man, I don't remember that on my 250s. Maybe it was on the 300s. Anyway, for the price, I think these bikes are pretty hard to beat. Oh, gold fork tubes. Woohoo! I think that's gonna look really good with my gold chain on here. So one of the biggest reasons I moved from this is to keep this thing quiet. It's just gonna have a little more oomph than my fully modded 250 without having to wring that thing's neck and be loud as shit. I think that's very important. Maybe I'm getting old. I don't know. I get sick of loud bikes, and I ride some secret areas. If nobody hears you, nobody cares. You don't rip anything up. Don't be an idiot. You get to go all these cool places, and nobody cares. The KLX 400, on the other hand, I just fixed that up this summer, and I put 800 miles on it. Planning on selling it next year, make a few bucks. Never had a DRZ. These impressive bikes. However, riding around in the woods, it felt pretty heavy, and all the weight's on the front. The power's nuts. Riding on the road is fun. With this RS3, though, on here, it sounds like a small block Chevy on open headers. These bikes, on the other hand, feel a lot lighter, a lot more nimble, handle better. I don't know. It's my opinion. Glad I got one. That was the goal anyway. I didn't want to wait till springtime. So if you guys are after these, like in the colder areas, I would suggest you go make a move right now, because they might not be, or they'll probably be hard to find next year, or them jackwads are going to jack the frickin' price up again. So just a heads up. Let me know if you want to. I think I covered everything that was different on these. I'll be putting the other stuff on here this week, and I'll do a vid. See ya.